And they turn it over. Bad sign on the first possession. Pull up Michael. 2-0 Chicago. Here's Reggie back to Jackson for 3. He is sometimes a reluctant shooter, but if you dare him, he will. Davis. Now that time, Indiana had time to set up their half-court defense, which is very good. Miller hits the 3 out of the corner.
Transition offense, that's what the Pacers want to do. Push the ball up the floor quickly. Reggie spotting at the three-point line. Mark Jackson with a great assist.
Over in transition before the Pacers could set their defense up. Pippen driving and hitting. Michael is open. He's hit 2 of his first 3. Smits working on Longley. And the hook rolls home.
That was the most assertive move I've seen by Rick Smits in the first 2 games of this series. He has to do that, Bob. He cannot give up on his post play.
Miller on the drive. Indiana has hit its first 4 field goal attempts.
That was a great up fake by Reggie Miller, dribble to the baseline.
Pippen from Rodman.
I'll tell you, the Bulls.
Then slings it back to Mullen. Reggie. 3 for 3 on his home court after shooting just 9 for 27 through the first 2 in Chicago. Harper. Longley. 14-10 Pacers. Davis from Jackson. Jackson drives past Pippen and scores.
When a guy gets up and crowds you like that, you've got to punish him, and you've got to take the ball to the basket. There is no offense to that. That was a nice little move by Luke Longley.
And Doug, you know, that's something that they work on every single day in practice, that type of footwork.
Harper gets free inside. And the Pacer lead is sliced to 5. Doesn't get the roll. Antonio Davis wins the rebound battle and scores. Foul. Longley saves it to Pippen. It's a 3-on-1 with only Best back. And Pippen slams it in his face.
Exclamation point. Wow, this was unbelievable by Scottie Pippen. He gives the ball up a little prematurely to Michael Jordan, right back, and look at Scottie Pippen with the wingspan and the long arm, and Travis Best, nothing he can do. He even tried to take the foul, and Scottie just went right through him.
Free throws following the Longley foul. Michael. Randy Brown. Give Jordan the assist. Brown the basket. First, after making their first 7 shots in this quarter, the Pacers have now missed 10 of their last 11. Here's Mark Pope putting an end to that streak. Burrell in a crowd. Out to Harper. 8 on the 24. Kukoc. Finger roll. And it's Davis again chasing it down. Travis Best.
That's the extra possession, the extra shot. That's how you get more attempts. Come up with loose balls.
Bill Wennington, his first appearance and his first basket.
Dominate the board.
McKee. Height advantage on Michael. Shoots it over him and connects. McKee at 6'10", guarding the 6'6" Jordan. Kukoc lets go. And swishes it home for 3. A 1-point game now. Michael from the head of the key. He's now hit 3 of 8 in the game. Chicago has its first lead since 2-0. Rose, tough shot off the baseline, and Indiana jumps back in front.
The Pacers.
Curve from Kukoc. He needs just a little bit of daylight. That's all he needs to really hurt you.
And see, Steve Kerr thinks like a shooter. I read an article today
In NBA history. Jalen Rose around Jordan. And off the glass. Flings it ahead. Davis is able to save it, but has no shot. Rose does.
There you go, shoot it.
Kukoc hands the three. Rather than getting Jackson back in there when he wouldn't have to worry about Pippen, or forcing Phil Jackson to bring Pippen back off the bench. Here's Michael going to work as only he can. Gets a return pass from Kukoc. Swatted away by Antonio Davis on the help. Here's Rose. Dishing to Jackson, who ties the game.
You can talk about Miller, Jackson, and Smith, but the MVP for the Indiana Pacers is Antonio Davis.
Chicago puts it back in play, and Jordan quickly into the lane, dishing off to Rodman for two. Pippen hits the foul line jumper. Bounce pass to Longley, and Luke with the left hand gives Chicago a 4-point lead. Jordan back the other way. Michael spinning, shooting, and hitting.
Doug, right now, Chicago's going for blood. They smell it, and they can put a run on right here. Indiana has
nothing but air. Jackson slings it to Mullen. Pull up three. Chris Mullen has it. Only Dale Ellis. Wennington. Rodman cleans up the mess. First half. Jackson racing to the bucket and hitting. Mark Jackson very assertive on offense in this first half. Jackson into the lane, dishes to Smits. Baseline jumper is good on only his third field goal attempt in this game.
Normally, he takes the ball right to the basket and puts the onus on the official to call a foul.
And here's Pippen cutting, and Longley finding him with a nice bounce pass. Harper from Pippen hits the open three. By Rodman. Still working. Throws up a hook and banks it in.
Bob, a little something.
Harper into the lane on the run, and he hits the hook without benefit of the glass.
At this stage of his career, Ron Harper reminds me so much of Dennis Johnson.
Michael from behind the arc, and Indiana pays. They left him alone, and Chicago's lead is now 8. Larry Bird asked for time, probably a combination of the deficit and the fact that Reggie Miller is limping. Jalen Rose with Jordan guarding him, finds Smits for the little hook that's good, plus the foul.
Very
Smits, but couldn't hit the shot. Pippen's open. Here's his three. And a big one.
How often have we seen that? You miss a layup to hit a three. That's a 5-point swing. Instead of down 1, you're now down 6.
6 with 12 rebounds. And the Celtics still won the game in double OT. Wennington hits the open J.
Now what Wennington...
Off to Smits. 5 seconds to shoot. Rose has to force it and hits it. Pippen, a leaning jumper that reestablishes an 8-point Chicago lead. Rodman with a jumper, and what do you know?
Rodman took his time. He faked 2 passes, turned around, said, okay, you're going to give it to me? I'll get my feet together and I'll knock it down.
Antonio Davis clears the rebound. Best for 3. Rose for 3. That's what they had in mind. Suddenly, a 2-point game. Pippen Intercepted by Rose. Here they come, 2-on-1 if they hurry. Rose to Davis. Tie game.
And that was because Antonio Davis jump switched on Scottie Pippen, forced him into turnover.
It's very difficult to defend guys going to the basket when you have none to waste.
Pacers have 2 team fouls. Chicago 3. Travis Best hits it. McKee is open. Antonio Davis tips it home. And the Pacers lead by 5. Chicago still with 3 team fouls, so they're 2 away from the penalty. Here's Michael into the lane, dumping it off for Longley. And the easy dunk. Jackson.
And this is the most we've seen Steve Kerr in this series also.
Jalen Rose hands it from the baseline. Against Kerr, driving on him and missing the runner, but McKee is there to follow with a tough hoop. Jordan cuts it to 4.
Now this is the position that Phil Jackson planned for.
For the Pacers to try to take a 2-possession lead.
Go back to Rick Smith or Miller.
How about Miller? That'll do, won't it?
Yeah, you got to put your best players in the game right now and get them the ball.
Pacers by 5 after the 3. Michael cuts it to 3.
Scottie Pippen looked at Michael Jordan that time and he said, look, I've got Reggie Miller on me. He can't guard me.
But he can shoot. Seconds to shoot. It's Reggie. And it's Indiana by 8. Larry Bird said he wanted Mark Jackson to play about 28 minutes. He's played 23. And Larry has gone with Travis Best with the game on the line here in the 4th. This is Best surrounded as they press in the backcourt. But he works it free to Antonio Davis. Now Jalen Rose swatted away by Pippen. A crucial defensive play. Longley a foul away from joining Rodman. Miller for 3. That may have finished the Bulls. 26 for Reggie.
100+ points.
They lose the ball. But with only a minute to go, Chicago is desperate. Pippen for 3. It's long. Jordan rebounds and is fouled.
Pressure, though. They cannot turn the ball over. The guy throwing the ball in is going to have to be very, very solid here. The Bulls are going to come after them.
Best doubled in the backcourt. And it's stolen by Kukoc. Here's Pippen. Wants a 3, which could have cut it to 2, and it does. It popped out and then fell right back in. Here comes Rose. All the way to the hoop, wrapped up by Harper. They're up by 3. Watch this.
Otherwise a miss, and the Bulls can tie it with a 3-point play or a 3-point shot, and there's still 2-to-1 possessions in terms of 36 seconds on the clock. So the Bulls can get 2 shots to 1 here.
Off the dribble. Deals out to Pippen for 3. Short. Kerr swings it to Michael. That one's there. And it's a 1-point game with 23.7 seconds. So
seal that game. Let's see if he can finish it off by making the second one here.
A 3-point lead. They're looking for the 3. Now it's Michael stumbling into the lane and drawing a foul with 12.2 on the clock. At the line, just 9 of 21, as you see, from the field.
Now if Michael makes both of these, oh, he misses.
30 for Michael, and a 2-point game. They get it into Miller, just the man they want to get it to, and Harper fouls him hard, sending Reggie stumbling back into his bench and bringing all kinds of glares from his teammates directed toward Harper. Miller.
Run to the sideline. They'll throw it high to him going to the corner.
A 4-point Indiana lead. Michael, catch, shoot. Can't cut it to 2. Pippen rebounds. 4 seconds on the clock. Pippen is going to slam it, but that's going to do it if they can get it in. And Indiana, sweating for it to the last second, wins game 3.